If the trailer's leaning forward, you're putting weight on it. If the trailer's up here, then the weight's on the trailer tires. That's how it does it.
And if you shift the wheels on your trailer too, bring in more forward. That takes all. Right. You can make it take every bit of the weight off the car. I don't know if your trailer's that way or not, but some trailers ain't made that way.
What's today, Lori? Monday.
August 9th.
We're getting ready to get on the houseboat. You guys gonna go shopping today?
Yes, we're gonna go to the grocery store.
Go to the grocery and then we're gonna head on out.
Today,
What's that?
If I'm right, this is one of the days they dropped the bomb into Tokyo.
August 9th?
Hiroshima or Nagasaki one.
Is it in the paper?
I don't see nothing about it, no.
Huh.
But I was there. I was sitting out there waiting to go to bed, go ashore.
Was that good news for you when you heard that?
Life,
Yeah.
I think.
Wow.
I was going to have to hit the beach.
That was kind of like top secret. You guys didn't really know what a
No, we didn't know it.
atomic bomb was or
We would
whatever.
have heard the guys on the ship I was on when we heard that.
They
We
were
know,
happy.
oh Lord, we know that helped us.
Yeah, I'm sure.
You guys knew you didn't have to go hit the beach.
Well, it would have been just like Normandy.
Yeah.
Would have been another Normandy.
They told us when they were going to lose 50%. They said, well, all right, 50% of you got to get killed tomorrow, or the day we hit.
Man. Okay, we just got some new arrivals.
They must have left pretty early.
I'm sure they want.
Thing?
Oh, Douglas.
He's
That's going to be on the
I'm not. I'm getting your. I'm getting your
That's going to be on the big screen. Get it done.
big
Come on.
screen. I'll zoom up.
Yeah.
What time did you guys leave? Well,
Somebody
from
killed
that.
coffee.
No. It's
Are you guys awake?
dripping from that.
Yes, we're gonna leave.
Okay.
You coming to breakfast, me and
I want their bags back there. Where's your car keys, Mom? I'll have to take your car.
in our room. My glasses and shoes are in there.
What's that? Who wants what? Okay, guys. What's the first thing you guys are going to do on the houseboat trip?
We don't know. Cook? No.
Cook?
We're gonna go
We're-
swimming.
Swimming. Oh.
And cook.
And then cook. Fishing.
Catch catfish. Yeah. Really big catfish.
All right.
Yeah,
Okay. All right, bye-bye.
Show me ice in there.
No, I don't have any ice. We just have to put that food back in your refrigerator until
We
Barbie.
used to go camping there 2 or 3 weeks every year. And I thought this little thing here was on the other side of the bridge. This little boat dock. Wouldn't it, Dale?
boat.
I think so. Here, right within rocks are.
Oh yeah, yeah, exactly.
Is that our boat?
No.
Our boat's bigger? What's the boat?
I hope our houseboat's a little bit bigger than that one.
Yeah.
We're getting ready to load up. Is that a big one? That's a huge one, isn't it?
Y'all need any help loading or?
Well, you got to drive over someplace else? He said, Doug, he said we can go about 10 miles that way or 30 miles that way.
Right. You'll be.
I can't hear them. What are we supposed to do?
There's
on
Captain Danny,
this? Uncle Doug. what are we
skipper.
supposed-
Hey, little
Uncle
buddy.
Doug, what are we supposed to do up here?
Hey, yeah, go
Does all of us know? It's blocked off. So now I have to
Yeah,
I think it's so bright up here. Sun's out.
so your mom's waving at you to do that. She's supposed to get out here.
Oh, she's not. She's saying don't.
You have to push the button one time and hold it, and push forward.
Whose is
And
this?
that's just like a neutral override. It kicks it out of gear and gives a little gas. And you go ahead and fire it up.
What's that? Yes. You're up there pretty high. Beeped at you.
Hold the boat.
Does anybody
pump any
want to
kind
claim
of
some
water
of
out
the
if you've
Phyllis
got
for the
any in
run
there.
that?
I'd kick them on once or twice a day and just make sure that there's no water coming out. It'll shoot out the sides. If it does, just look along the sides. If it's coming out, leave them on. If not, shut them back on. The choke for that outboard motor is actually on the key. Push it in and hold it in while you crank, and that's how you choke that motor. We got mobile GPS systems.
So that,
You don't have to keep it up real loud. I like to You have a 12 power board here if you need it, or any kind of cell phone or anything like that.
That looks like your size fishing pole there, isn't it?
I'm ready. Second one.
You're ready.
Third one further down is that we do have a full-size fridge pump.
Yes.
On all of our older boats, we can see that probably really nice. They had a smaller propane powered fridge.
That should be in a
Which
cooler, not.
they're not with deep player and so forth.
They're over here.
Okay, well they're up here.
You girls can relax now a little bit, can't you? Okay, this is our houseboat. We're
Yeah,
getting.
the cliffs are far away. That's gonna waste a lot of gas.
And there's no cove back. What do you want me to do? I don't know. We didn't really look too much. Okay, I'll go in here real fast.
How you guys doing?
Hold on, Rick.
There's the houseboat. Miriam and Lori match.
Did I get your wedding? Yeah.
There's our boat. There's Barb, Lori, and Danny, Grandma, Ken. There's Barb talking again.
What?
There's Brandon.
Let me back on. Get it? We need a couple more chairs, babe. Hey, sweetie.
Hey, Bob.
We need a couple more chairs, babe.
Where's Dale at?
Just right here.
Dale, where are you?
What?
Where you at?
Right here.
Let me see.
Right there.
Right, turtle.
Hello, Rachel. Hey, Mom. Are you having fun? Yep, are you having fun?
Uh,
I am. Whose camera do you have? Barb's and Bob.
Hi, Barb and Bob.
Hi, Folses.
Bye.
Bye.
Let me come. I'm just coasting out. I'm going to try to get him.
Give it a trees are in the way.
Here, go across.
Brandon. Look up here.
Oh, there it is. How are you going to throw it full of water?
Oh, what do you need?
The thing, it's not tied on.
What's not?
David undid it for some reason. David? Yeah, I don't know. You on the swim trunk?
David what?
Shorts?
He was fishing. I don't know where David went.
The rest are in Bob's car.
Okay, Marion, I'll get you on tape here.
No!
No? Okay. How's that?
Did you get it on tape?
No, I didn't. I didn't. She didn't want me to.
Do it again, honey. Quick, dry off your hair and do it again.
Mason, are you out of the water? Yes. Go get
Hey, Hallie. Look, look. Hi. Faster, he says.
Wait a minute, I gotta get going first a little bit.
You can tell he's a boy, can't you?
Nathan, it should be up here. Guys, watch him for me. Tell me if they fall off. What? Make sure you tell me if they fall off.
That's good.
Somebody fell off. Travis okay?
Yeah.
Is he okay, Kale?
That was your first time?
Got her eyes closed?
That's okay. How you doing? Might not want to go too fast here. These guys are heavy. These guys are heavyweights.
The ladder is out.
So how are the boys sitting there? How did it work out?
Well,
I'm not sure who's here.
I think we're going to try to do Alex,
But
Mason,
if you
and
go,
Travis
if
in
you
the
sit
same
back
bed.
there,
I
though,
mean,
Steve,
between
you gotta
beds,
move on in,
they're
so,
still pretty
so
small.
other people can get.
And then
Because nobody
Alex.
can't.
Oh,
Jackie. I love that.
That is excellent.
I love Beaty
I never saw the roof.
Do you?
This movie is funny.
I think she's a good actress.
What's that movie about?
What about Modest?
I don't
Larry?
remember.
Is it?
I mean, it's not DVD, it's a DVD.
I don't care.
Mom, what's that movie about?
Which one?
Maverick.
Is it an older movie?
Well, there used to be a TV
Oh,
show
or he's-
called
he's
Maverick where he was a cowboy. It was like a western.
You're talking about.
He's a gambler.
They're built pumping. Yeah. Wonder why?
Is it pumping?
Yeah, it is pumping. Wonder why?
Well,
There's no waves or anything.
no, but there's still water to get in there, just from,
We're not here. Move it up. Hold it. Not yet. Not there. Anyway. We're gonna move it up farther so we can step off the boat.
now tie that front one tight, right there. Right here.
Get it. Be a little bit closer, maybe.
Bet that's 17 pounds.
Oh my goodness, Danny just caught one.
David, watch out.
Look at how big that catfish is.
Mommy, do you need me to get in there?
Gee. Oh, let's get it. Jeez, that thing's big.
Come over here.
Yeah, here, let me put this down, Dave. Doug, can you see it?
Yeah. Good job, Dan.
I'm holding it with your head.
Don't fall in.
Where's this tank at? I'll show you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, it's got money can't tell.
Everybody.
Have to?
Oh, whoa.
Close that door.
Shut the door.
Yeah, there's not much. Just put it in there where you can add more water.
Where is it? Oh. This is it.
My goodness.
I'm right here.
She's on the phone. What is out this kitchen window?
Yeah. Is Barb there?
Who is that guy?
I think it's Sitting Bull.
Well, I'm glad I caught you.
Trying to.
Wait, 3 or 4 dozen.
Anyway, while you're
Night
you can take me around
crawlers.
and you boat right along the edge and I'll try casting it.
Okay, do you see
David,
the
do you want any
Along the edge.
minnows?
No.
Okay, that's it.
This ain't gonna work.
Yeah, there's quite a few little fish over there on the shore that I found. You're doing it, Dad! Nice job, Dad! That was a good one! Nice wave! Get the wave! We're not moving right now, but I need you to get out of the water.
I know.
Hey!
Really? Come on out.
Son.
I should have just stayed up and went on that side. I probably could have made it all the way in. You were?
Hello, Rachel.
Is this one yours? Can you get him up close with that? That's a red. Boy, Bob sure has a lot of patience for fishing, and so does David.
Out. It's water. You got a pipe.
I ain't got any claims in there, but I got some wire cutters. Well, you might.
I saw some at the other end of the boat.
I hate to kill them.
Yeah. You guys been catching some bluegill then, huh?
Travis took the last.
I get hope I get turned the right way.
Get all tangled up like that.
There's fish on the bottom. When you get back, it's that time to hit. Look at them things. All we're gonna do is run your bait right up your string.
I know, I hate that. Oh.
You get it?
No.
Yeah, they're over there in the book.
I'm gonna put some pop in the fridge. I'm gonna put some pop in the cooler.
Greg, you got that line again.
That's nice.
It's a little one, isn't it?
Yeah, I got my line messed up again.
They're liking them worms, aren't they?
Yeah, I'm gonna put some Sprite and stuff in the cooler.
Hold up your fish. Bring it
Everybody
up
get
just a
his
little bit.
picture.
Hold it over the table. There you go.
Everybody get his pictures?
Okay, Travis.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Grandpa helped him catch it. All
Now,
right.
This isn't staged or anything, is it? Okay.
Look at Daddy.
And it's a fake fish.
Okay, Travis,
Travis,
I
good
got
job.
look. Nice.
Getting any bites, Ellen?
I believe it is.
All right.
Something's pulling this line down.
My mom works in Jackstown.
Oh, she does.
At the radio station WD with.
John, you know John D, yeah?
Yeah.
He's the master of ceremony, everything up there.
Yeah.
Kirk Bass, the one that runs the radio station.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
Well, where's that cut down our generator time?
Well, I mean,
That would be.
it's not that big a deal. It's been 2 days.
bike, that's not bad. It'll be more this time. Grab your RPM count, let's see. Only 10 bikes out so far.
The Alex called it's spades. Spades? Spades and clovers?
Okay, you go first.
Cover up the heart. Those are those.
What's that?
Right here.
They have to follow suit.
What you guys playing?
In the middle. Ready?
Okay, grab a deck.
We're all playing hand and foot.
He's a cutie pie too, ain't he?
I think so.
You know it?
We have a problem, Jimmy. I bet y'all.
It's raining now.
Well, that's it, honey.
It's nice that we don't have to set up camp.
I know. It's gonna go right in his logs. Careful.
I didn't get them picked.
You got her follow?
Now I've got certain stuff, you boil it, drink that.
Right.
Yeah.
That's been going around for thousands of years. I mean, people did that back in the biblical times. They knew which plants to use.
Yeah, right.
Made their own soap. They didn't buy no soap, they made it. Maybe not all of them. Look at the stuff now you go to wash. You got this kind of soap and that kind. All back then, all they had is some soap.
I know. Really, we have more products than we need. It's just we really do. And more gadgets and more stuff. Like when you buy a stove, there's some of these gadgets come on the stove that you don't use. Or when I see commercials on TV for new products, I think they're just, it is just
Berries, they go out in the woods and put blackberries and stuff like that, all kind of berries.
Well, Dad, how was your school year like? When did you start school and when did you end
You
school?
want to get this on tape?
Have you got it? Like,
It lasted about 9 months.
Oh, it did?
Best I remember.
Yeah.
We didn't have no school bus. I never heard of a school bus.
Oh, you got it. Well, yeah.
Right here.
Right here?
Or James.
Oh. That's why every other family's named Beaty.
Ellen, you were too, right? Jamestown?
Livingston.
Livingston, which is actually closer here. Gave us
Which is what, 20 miles from here? 17 miles from this lake.
to live.
And then from what age did you move to Michigan?
Well, me and Juanita were born then, and we first went to Jamestown and lived with our grandma and grandpa,
Remember?
mom's dad and mother. While, no, Mary and Betty was born too. They took the 4 of us to live with them. And Mom and Dad went to Michigan to work. Grandma and Grandpa Dale. And they worked some, and then they came back. And we lived in Hillham, which is like a kind of like a suburb of Livingston. And Daddy and no. And then after Daddy couldn't just, I mean, you know, he worked this and that for a while, but there was just no work, enough to support us 4 kids. So then, Mom and Dad both went back up to Detroit to find a job. And we went back to Jamestown, lived with Grandma and Grandpa Dad. My Grandma and Grandpa Dad lived in Jamestown. So we went back there and lived with them till they went up and found a job, and then they come back and got us. And then Barb was born in Detroit then. So I was probably, I'm gonna say 5 years old. When we went, I actually went.
Patty?
And I left there when I was 18.
So you was raised in Michigan?
Dad, how old were you when you went to live with your aunt and uncle, Crabtrees?
About 7.
Oh, really?
My grandparents raised me.
How many kids did they have?
I've done one there.
Proctor and Minnie never had any children.
Their kids is all gone.
And you was the only one that lived there with them?
Yeah.
Oh.
Minnie had come to take care of your grandparents, but they had you.
Yeah, they got
And Minnie
where
is
they could
who?
go.
Minnie is.
She is married to Malcolm.
Okay.
You remember Minnie, don't you?
Well, yeah, but I thought you lived with Laura, or no.
Rohini?
Yeah.
Never did live.
The Crabtrees that live right across, has that property right across from your property.
I lived
Mosier and Laura.
Mosier and Laura.
No, he just lived across the street from them.
No, but that's where Bonnie lived.
But they.
That's where Bonnie and
So
all
you
them
was
lived.
basically raised in that house Minnie lived in
That's where he was raised.
Yeah.
From the time he was 7 years old.
till the time he went to the army.
He was born in that house.
Yeah.
Oh, you was born in that house?
Yeah, my mother split. Got a divorce when I was about 2 years old. I think.
3 months.
What?
3 months.
She knows more about it than I do. But somewhere.
And then after that, she moved right then?
Well, my mother got married again.
No, they lived there for a while. I don't know how long, maybe a year. And then she married again. And then they left and went like to Johnson City and over that way. Lived here and there, from there. Till when your dad was 7 then, by then she had how many children? 3 or 4?
I guess 4. I don't know.
So
This is your mother.
But that was
Yeah.
Charles and
Charles
Stephen.
and
No, Charles was not born then.
Eugene.
Carmen.
Was he?
I guess he was.
Bessie.
I can't remember all that stuff.
Bessie and Ernest. Ernest died.
How old was he when he died?
He's about
He
4 or
was
5,
next
I
to you
guess.
in age, wasn't he?
Really?
Yeah.
Wasn't he
What did he
next
die
to
of?
you in age?
They buried him at Johnson City there.
Do you know what he died from?
Appendicitis, what they thought. But they had another name for it.
Yeah.
Side pleurisy or something like that they call it.
He was the next one born, and then his sister Bessie.
But they shipped me back to my grandparents when I was about 6 or 7.
And then what city was that?
So you went to Johnson City with them originally?
Yeah, that's where we ended up. They lived in Buffalo for a while, and he made whiskey down there, and he got where he wasn't making no money selling whiskey, so we moved to Greenville, Tennessee, and we started bootlegging up there, making a little bit.
Who, your mom's?
No, my stepdad.
Who was that? That was...
Horace Stevens. That's all I'm ever done.
Horace?
Made bootlegging.
Which is Charles' dad.
Who lived in Florida.
Charles and Bessie Carmen's
Horace,
dad.
now, that's the one who lived in Chattanooga.
Yeah.
Jackson.
No.
There's one there.
That was his dad that lived in Chattanooga. when you remember Horace,
And
he was living in Jacksonville. They had moved from Crossville. They had moved to Crossville after the kids.
Now,
Horace.
who is that?
That was my mother and my stepdad.
Did I ever meet him?
Yeah, in Florida, Jacksonville.
Dale knows him. He,
In the house that Gene lives in now.
Eugene used to live in their house.
Dale stayed there.
You know who they are.
He had a real
and
rusty
Horace.
voice
Yeah, he
because-
couldn't hardly talk.
Oh, okay, right.
was Horace. Yeah.
Oh.
Well, you are getting old.
Well, Dale stayed there with my mother. Got there in the smokehouse or whatever for a
Yeah,
while.
I did that in the garage.
Well, I did too. I used to go there, while I was in Savannah, I used to go down there on weekends and spend weekends out in the garage.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And I used to take your mom out to the banks on weekends.
Okay, so anyway, so you were.
So then you went to Crossville and then you came back to Jamestown, right? To live with your grandparents.
He never lived in Crossville.
Oh, he never went to Crossville. Okay.
Up in eastern Tennessee. Yeah, well, I stayed with my mother.
Actually, where Christina Melissa, where Christina lives now. And,
So when you were 7 then, your mom and stepdad went to Florida.
no,
Oh, I didn't go to Florida till, oh Lord, I don't know.
So, but when they moved from Johnson City to Greenville, you went to,
My grandparents.
And James.
that's when you went back to Jamestown.
Yeah.
When they moved to Greenville.
Right.
And where was that house at that you lived in with your grandparents?
The house,
it's tore down now.
I mean, where
That
was
was
it?
on
though?
his
That was
property.
Minnie's.
That's where, on the property.
The property you still own?
Yes. Bob,
I know it's confusing.
Charles and Carmen and Bessie, they all went to school in the Crossville area.
Well, my mom and dad moved back
They moved back in the Crossville, not in town, but
From Greenville?
from Greenville, yeah.
they lived between Jamestown and Crossville. And that's where Charles went to school. After all the kids were gone from home, they went up to Dayton and lived a little while, and then they moved into Crossville.
Who is they?
Probably 50.
Rohaney and Horace.
And their children?
No, the children were gone.
children
then.
are
So all the Eugene and Charlie, it was all raised in Tennessee
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, they
until
were.
what age?
Till they wouldn't serve us or
They
whatever.
left the house.
And how did they all end up in Jacksonville?
Well, I think
Charles married, when he
They
was
were-
in the Navy, he met Judy. Well, let me get back to this first. So Rohaney and his mom and stepdad moved into Crossville. Charles and Eugene were in Jacksonville.
At that time?
Yes, because Charles has lived in Jacksonville for 50-some years.
He went there straight out.
He was in the Navy and
went-
met Judy.
went in the
Judy's
Navy.
dad was in the Navy. Yeah. And they married, and Judy lived in Jacksonville, so that's where they settled. When he come out of the service, he stayed in Jacksonville. So then years later, and this was after me and Dad was even married, then Horace and Rohaney went to Jacksonville to live.
And then Eugene followed him down there.
Right, right.
And what did Gene do? What did he do? I know Charles was an electrician when they were
Well,
He worked for telephone.
Telephone company.
telephone.
What did Gene do?
Little
What
factory,
hot
whatever.
He did metalworking
He
for
just,
quite a while.
he went from place to place.
The factory, whatever.
He
whatever.
drove, stayed in one state a while. He could find a job anytime he wanted to.
He did a lot of sheet metal work.
And one place hired him 4 times.
Sounds familiar.
So he must have been,
Dale
so he must have
got
been
that.
pretty good at what he did to
Yeah.
keep hiring him back.
Yeah.
Okay, so while
And
that
he-
was all
He was
going
married
on,
about 4 or 5 times, Gene was.
you
And
were
the last
living.
wife he had, she was in taking the shower, he was. And she run off from him when he's taking a shower and he didn't see her for 3 or 4 years.
Okay, now what were you starting saying?
Well, so while that was all happening, you were back living with Grandma and Grandpa, your grandma and grandpa, and their names are what?
Grant Crabtree.
What's his name?
Grant, G-R-A-N-T, Grant Crabtree, and Vassy, she was a frog.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
When he was 7.
frog.
When he was
Well,
7.
that was
When he
your
was
name.
7, yes.
Oh, frog.
What's her first name now? Your grandma's?
Bicey.
Dicey.
Bicey.
My missus.
Bicey Frog
They had flies
and
for
Grant
a lot.
Crabtree. Okay. Okay, so then how many children, did they have any, they didn't have any
Oh,
children
yeah, they
living
had
with them
children,
at the
but
time?
they're all gone.
They're all
They
grown.
had, my grandparents,
So did they
Yeah,
spoil you?
huh?
Did they spoil you?
Yeah.
Minnie did.
Minnie was your aunt. And
Got
she
married,
was,
but she,
Did she
had
live
to-
there in the same house?
No, Minnie had, she had a little bit of money some way or another.
I mean,
She
most
used to give me away
grandparents
in the
would
show
spoil
every
their
once in a while,
grandchildren.
give me a quarter,
Yeah,
from
15
her
cents.
family, she had some money.
Yeah,
But she didn't live in the same house.
no.
Well, she later moved in to
She was
help,
married to my uncle.
but
That's my uncle's wife.
But originally, she was living in Jamestown also, in a separate
Yeah.
home. Okay. And so did she help take care
in
of you?
fact,
Yeah.
the house right straight across the street from Carl is what belonged to Minnie at one time.
Really? Is it still there?
Yes.
All
It's
my
a good looking
uncle helped,
house.
all my uncle helped take care of me. They all fed me sometimes.
Really? So who was your playmates? Did you have any cousins around?
Yeah, my cousin.
Bonnie
Yeah,
and,
my uncle
and all her
did.
sisters. And I've heard, no, Bessie, no, he never lived.
Oh.
I
She was
never
a
lived
lot
with,
older.
I never
Like,
lived
she was
with
a lot
none of my
younger.
cousins.
She,
I
yeah,
brother,
she was
sisters.
living with her parents, his mom and stepdad.
So tell me again who Bonnie's siblings are. I forget.
Oh, they was Blanche, Lucille, and Bonnie, and
Blanche, Lucy,
Bud, and Steve.
Bud, and Steve.
And Dean. And the Bonnie and the older girls have told about your dad coming up. They used to get these movie magazines. He'd come over there, grab them magazines from them, and take off running.
You look guilty. This must be true. You look guilty.
Yeah, I used to aggravate them a lot. Well, I ain't
And
done that.
that's why he's so close to them, because he grew up with them. They were more like brothers and sisters to him, because they were just across the road from one another. They grew up together.
Well, it was like remember when Mark used to live across the road?
Oh, yeah.
Well,
I mean,
Mark
we
lived
were-
with us for a while. They were in the house for.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I eat down there a lot. But sometimes we run out of something. We had to buy some meal to make bread sometimes. We didn't have
What
nothing.
was your grandpa's occupation? What did he do?
He was a constable, a law officer for about
Oh, he
14,
was.
14 years.
Now, didn't you say
Who
you helped
was?
build what's
His
that
grandpa.
building right downtown Jamestown?
Grant.
He was a law officer, so all of his boys told nobody to vote for him no more. Because he was getting where he couldn't take care of the courts or filing papers and all that stuff. And he only went to school, 30 days. 1 month, all he ever went to school.
Oh, goodness. So what was your first job, Dad? What was the first job you ever had? Do you
I can't
remember?
remember.
Oh yeah, working at when we went to the bank, the Union Bank, they just had their 100th anniversary.
Where's it at?
They're in Jamestown.
Is it on the corner there or
Yeah.
52?
That's where it used to be.
Okay.
And at that time, I told them when we went to the bank a few years ago, we opened some accounts there. I said, he is your oldest living first employee.
Oh, really?
Who?
Dad. His uncle got a job cleaning the bank, but Dad would go do it. Clean the
really?
bank for him.
Like in that night or on weekends? Or?
After closing.
Okay. Huh. How old were you then? Do you remember?
Oh, probably 15, 14.
Oh, really?
I don't remember all that.
Were you still in school then?
Yeah, I went to school all the time.
Okay. Up till what age?
Oh,
10th grade.
I must have been about 16, I guess, when I
Really?
quit. Somewhere 17, somewhere. I had to quit. I didn't. I couldn't go no further.
Yeah.
Didn't have the money for clothes and stuff.
Really? That's when you went. That's when you went in the army.
It was a rough time, I guess, right?
But Minnie was always there for you, wasn't she?
No. Well,
I've told your dad though, he is so much better off that his grandparents sent him back. I mean, that his mom sent him back to live with his grandparents.
yeah, that's coming.
Why's that?
I just feel like he was. You know, tell him what would have happened to him if he'd stayed. with his mom and stepdad.
Why you don't know that?
Well, yeah,
You can't predict the future.
you don't know for sure, but
You certainly turned out well, so
Right.
must have been the best thing.
So you stopped going to school because you didn't have no clothes to wear?
No, I didn't have nothing.
Did you still live with your grandparents? Were they that poor that they just could not afford to, basically? So,
they didn't have any
They didn't have
income.
no.
and then is that, what did you do then when you couldn't afford to go to school? I mean, is that when you went into CCC?
I went tried to hunt a job.
Okay. Did you still live with them though? I mean, you still slept in their home and everything?
A little while, part of the time.
Where else did you stay?
I went to Indiana, went to work.
Oh, in Indiana? Wow.
That's where he learned to use telephone. After he went to
How'd you get there?
That cost me a lot of money. $5.
Jeez.
Somebody was always going back and forth. A lot of the people down here had moved up there. Somebody was always going back and forth in Muncie, Indiana, or
Really?
Dayton, Ohio. Yeah, you could always catch a ride. And my grandma Dell, when she would want to go like to Monticello, she'd catch the mail. They call it mail car.
Really?
The one,
That's amazing.
Yeah. She
People
just-
helped each other back then, it sounds like.
So you played basketball in school, didn't you?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Huh. That's where David and Danny. There you go. That's where you got it.
Yeah, but that wasn't much different from everybody else. Nobody had nothing. It wasn't just me.
It was in 19...
It was other people, family, other family was about
Okay,
alike.
you were born in what year? 21?
22.
22.
So it was 1938,
So you're
basically.
15.
Yeah.
38 when you left school.
But we didn't know the difference. Nobody knew the difference because we never had nothing.
Everybody was the same. And yeah.
Well, in 1929, you were 7 years old, so basically that's all you knew. I mean,
Yeah.
the Depression was...
That was the depression. When
smack
everything
dab in
shut
the middle
down.
of it.
Well, the reason his mom sent him back there, she could not afford to feed all the kids. So she
No.
sent the oldest
Well,
kid
that was
back.
part of it.
Yeah.
And there ain't no house big enough for two families.
And him and the stepdad
And-
didn't get along, but
So,
that's the reason I said he was much better off to go and live with his grandparents than Minnie, because she spoiled him. She took care of him. His stepdad just never.
Yeah, that's typical.
Right.
There's a lot of
well, he had
free
another
time.
family. He had a family to take care of.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
So when you were in
his own kids.
When you were in school,
Hmm?
did you have a favorite subject when you were in school? I mean, did you like school or did you hate it?
No,
Or
I like school.
Did you?
Hmm.
What was your favorite subject? Your,
I don't know. I couldn't tell you that.
really?
You went to school though?
Yeah, I like to go to school.
Did you get in trouble in school?
I got a lot of weapons, yeah. probably didn't get enough though.
Well, we used to get together and play baseball and basketball before school
Yeah.
and after school.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that was
Yeah.
fun time.
People got along more than people do today. They don't talk to one another. Back then we didn't have nothing. And everybody could communicate because we was all alike.
Right.
And
More of a community.
and people were so much better than one another. And now,
People isolate
now the
themselves
neighbors
now.
won't even speak to one another. That's the difference in people. And World War II cleaned all that up for all the young guys like me. When they come back, the government paid for their education. And most of them took advantage of it. And these GIs wanted to work. And they went to school, got an education, and went to work.
Wow.
Now
Now,
they don't do that. They won't go to school. Half of them.
when you lived with your grandparents, did they go to church? Were they church going?
No, I don't think so.
No. Okay. Did Minnie go to church?
No. I don't
So-
see nobody go out. I don't think. Well, maybe every once in a while they went to church,
Up there at Warpark,
but every once in a while.
not that building,
Yeah.
but the Church of Christ.
Did you ever go when you was a child?
I went to Sunday school a lot.
Oh, you
yeah.
did?
Mhm.
You just
Who
went on
took
your
you?
own?
I
or-
never. Yeah.
He was so
He went where we go now.
I didn't. Nobody didn't make me do nothing.
Right.
Uh,
You wanted to be there.
Yeah.
You just took yourself. Okay.
I said I know of. They told me things that you ought to do, but they didn't force. I don't. My grandparents didn't force nothing on me.
You was basically on your own,
Yeah,
about 7 years old on.
My grandfather said if you can count money and write your name, that's all you need. But you was with him, see.
And is that what he knew? Did he?
Yeah, but he only went to school 30 days in his life.
Did he know how to read though? Being a.
He learned it himself.
He did. Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he could drive. He was an officer.
Yeah. Huh.
Hey, you can learn yourself if you want to learn. You don't have to go to school.
He didn't have a formal education, but he was just more or less self-taught.
And I had one of them went to 8th grade and he taught school.
Wow.
He just went through the 8th grade and he taught school.
That's pretty impressive.
But when you went through the 8th grade back then, you got
had an education.
It was equal to a high school or better then.
Yeah.
Because you had to get 2 grades in. They didn't say, well, I'm going to pass you. That's okay.
Right.
If you didn't get it, you didn't get it.
Did you have any pets as a child growing up? Did you have a dog or anything?
Oh, yeah. I had
Did
a
you?
dog. Yeah.
What was his name?
Oh, you asked me something I got to study. Wow.
Seems like everybody has that favorite pet or, that they remember.
Yeah. It was a rough road, but it's good.
So, okay, so how old were you when you went in the CCC?
Oh, let's see. I wasn't old enough, but
17.
it must have been 17.
I thought you went in the Army at 17 too, didn't you?
No, 20.
Oh, you was 20?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because that would have been 22 and well.
Did
at
you? Did I
41,
remember right,
42.
or did you lie? Did you tell him you were older than you really were? Or
No,
In the CC.
the girl that signed him up for that, she knew how old I was. And she told me, said, "George, you'll be 18. Well, I said, yeah. So she put me in.
and she knew you really shouldn't
Yeah.
be, but she let you. That was nice. So were there very many other guys in there that you knew from growing up in school?
Oh, my cousin was in there,
Oh,
yeah.
your cousin was.
And I wanted to go where he is at, so that's where I ended up.
Oh, which one was that? Which
Obie.
cousin?
Another one of my cousins.
Obie.
Well,
he kept her.
he got killed
He got
early
killed.
when he was just real young.
He was working with
During the
TVA and
CCC?
a tray fell on him. Killed him.
After coming out.
How old was he then?
He probably, he was a year older than me. And at that time, that was after I come back to the Army, I believe, when he got killed.
Just
A
early
train
20s.
Oh, he got
Train?
killed around here though?
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Tennessee Valley Authority. Oh.
He was working in Chattanooga.
Wow.
So your time in the CC camps, was it all pretty much local?
One place, yeah. North Dam.
North Down.
At Norris
I used to
Lake.
cross that dam twice a day.
CC, what's that? That's a government
That was
sponsored
Yeah.
yeah.
place to go, and then they send you
If
out
the
to
government give you,
Civil.
the government took all the boys off the
Civil
street that wanted to go.
something.
They give you
Yeah,
$1 a day
Civil Corps.
Civil-
and give you something to
Civil
eat, some clothes to
conservation
wear.
camps or something.
and
Yeah.
a place to live.
Yeah.
I think is what it
And
is.
they took them off the streets of New York. They built truckloads of them in down out here. There was 2 camps out of Jamestown. That's when nobody could work, and they give them $1 a day, give them clothes and something to eat,
Wow. Gee.
And then
and they give you $8 a month and set 22 home fee parents.
Really?
That's all
They
you got.
did that before they. I mean, they didn't leave that up to you to do. They just did it for you.
That's
They
all.
was
part of it.
Wow.
Because your parents didn't have no way to make money either.
And- but then you worked out of there too, though,
They
didn't you?
worked every day.
What was your job?
So I worked laying brick,
Okay.
Remember that
concrete.
we saw that one restaurant where that it's
It
still
was a
there.
fireplace, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You were showing
Yeah.
us that
That he-
fireplace
yeah.
that you had.
Mm.
Yeah.
Stone.
Yeah, we got a
Oh, you
picture
worked
of
on that bank?
Norris.
Yeah. Not the bank,
No.
this is
In
North
Norris
Town.
Lake.
Oh,
There's a
there's like a-
restaurant there that
And there's
where he had
shelters.
worked. Yeah.
But $8, I could make it all month on $8.
Really?
Well, you didn't have to buy anything. You had your
Especially-
food and
Yeah.
everything.
You'll just
So
take-
you was about 17 then.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
17, yeah.
And how long were you in that camp?
I stayed there for a year and they run me out. They kicked me out.
Kicked you out.
Yeah.
Did you get in trouble? You want to talk about it?
Yeah, it wasn't much, really. Me and 2 more was in a library. They called it rec room. And we didn't know, we was throwing books at one another. You know how to throw a book? and the officer, captain, stepped in there and he had an inspector from Fort Ogle, Fort Georgia, that's where the headquarters was, walked in there and we just kept throwing books and them standing there. You know, you're supposed to holler attention when they come in. You run into the officer. So finally, well, somebody I guess see him, I don't know which one it was, and finally hollered attention, we quit then, and that, our captain told me and other guys with me, he said, you 2 guys get the hell out of here and get your bags and stay there till I call you.
Wow.
So we knew what was coming. So we went up there and everybody must have noticed in the company. They come down there and told us to go back and get our clothes and get out of here. Said, I don't even want you in camp.
That had
They
been
kicked that-
devastating, really, for
Yeah.
you. That was.
But
That
tell
had
what the,
And I had another guy that I knew that pretty well. He come over and asked me if I had any money. I think I had 35 cents.
Wow.
To get home on. And he said, well, he was a cook. He went back and picked me a bag of chicken about that much. But that didn't hurt me. He kicked me out. Then when I went to Indiana, I went to work. But that worked out all right.
So you was in Indiana for what, 2 years before you went in the Army?
I must have been off and on. I would have been 18 going on 19, I guess.
Or you going back and forth all the time?
No, I stayed up there.
Stayed in Indiana?
Yeah, I had a head up there. I stayed with quite a time.
Who was that?
Oh, that was in Murphy?
Well,
Oh, the one that...
Delphi up church.
Oh, up church.
Yeah. Well, everybody had a lot up to some relation, though. I'm not sure how much it was, but some of it. I stayed there till I had to go in the Army.
And what'd you do there? Did you get a job in
So I
Indiana?
worked at several jobs. Every time I get a nickel more, I quit.
Did you? Really?
go with somebody else, huh?
Yeah.
Huh.
I was making 65 cents an hour when I went.
That's quite a bit, actually.
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah,
it?
it was.
Yeah. An hour, because you were getting $1 a day over at the
Yeah.
CCC.
But I was working a steel mill
Oh.
when I left. I didn't go back there.
So when you... Go ahead.
Went back to Dayton, went to work for 70 cents an hour.
Well, tell them how you learned to use
Well,
telephone.
This is still before you went into the war.
Yeah.
So you was
Well, not
living...
in Dayton.
Where
No,
was you living
not
when
the
you
Dayton
went into
part.
the war then?
In Muncie.
You signed up in Muncie to go to war?
They made everybody register when you was 18, I guess. I think so. And I got a letter from them every month telling me something. And I was classified #1 officer committee. I didn't know pen for that. And I stayed up there, and then, yeah, they called me from Indiana. But I kept my registration in Tennessee. I didn't change it. But I had to go from Tennessee. If I'd have went to my fire, I got a bonus. In Tennessee, I didn't get nothing.
Oh, wow.
So I was supposed to go to the Army that one next morning, at 6 o'clock, and the guy was running the vet there in Jamestown. He told my uncle told him I hadn't come home yet. So I just got in there that night late, this time to catch the bus that next morning. And he told me, he said, if you don't want to go, we put you in the next bus. I said, no, let's go this much. What's the difference, you know?
So when was that? What month? Do you remember what month that was?
December.
Oh, December.
December 42. I'd been 20. January, I'd have been 21, yeah.
Now, you met Bill Show pretty early on, or
Well,
when did you meet him?
I knew him around there when I was a kid.
Oh, in Jamestown, okay. Anybody else that we would know that you knew in Jamestown that you've kept friends with?
No, I think most of them dead now.
You didn't actually meet Ray until you moved.
No, I didn't know Ray.
But he was living in Jamestown at the time?
Yeah,
Oh, he was?
but he lived 5 miles out of town. That's a long way when you ain't got no car.
Wow.
And even like Ed Dell,
Oh, yeah.
he didn't know him till you come out of the Army, didn't you?
Mhm. And most of the guys I went to school with now is all dead.
So when you come out of the Army, where'd you go back to? Tennessee then?
When I come out of the Army, I come by there. I'd stayed a month.
In Jamestown?
Well, what, with your grandparents?
No, they were
They
dead.
I didn't have no place to stay.
No, you went to Minnie's.
Well, yeah, but I mean, for a statement, they're all dead. They're all dead.
Minnie was living in the house then.
And
She lived there by herself.
And I hung around there for about a month. Couldn't get no job. And
Still wasn't better at the time?
No, it wasn't
Still
better.
no more jobs there?
And they give you sign up for unemployment. They called it that. I got $20 a month. Now I figured this ain't gonna cut it.
No. Not when you made 65 cents an hour.
That's when you went to Dayton?
That's when I went to Dayton.
And how'd you get up there? Do you remember? Did you catch a bus or?
Oh, a guy I knew come by there. I asked him when he's going back.
Huh.
And He said he's going back Sunday morning. I told him, come by and pick me up.
And he did? Boy, people were really
Yeah, there
generous
was
then.
always somebody going back and forth,
And-
they just give you a ride.
Huh.
And he did the same thing, he'd bring people back and forth when he was coming back and forth.
I got out of the corner, I didn't know where to go up there. In Dayton, I know people, I didn't know where they lived or nothing, you know.
So you got out of the car in
And
Dayton,
walked up the
and
street and got
what'd
me
you
a place to stay.
Huh.
And that woman, where I got a place to stay, she told me, I go, well, should I get a job? So I went to McCall's, and they wanted me to go to work right there.
do? That was the first place you went to?
Yeah.
Wow. And you were there how many years? 37?
37 years.
37 years. Gee whiz. And did you never quit and went back or anything like that? did
No.
You You started
Some more time work some in more factories, some older people, you know, and they tell younger people, go up there and work, you know. And every town in the south has generally got a place. In the north, they go get a job.
Wow.
Right. It's almost like a sister city, huh?
Yeah,
Which way
well, they got
find the labor.
information. They got information, people that been up there. See,
Right.
they'd come home and tell them.
Yeah.
Kind of created like a little pipeline from one city to the next.
Right.
And word of mouth, there's a lot of good advertising.
They went to Detroit, Michigan, Muncie, Indiana, and Dayton, Ohio.
Now what was in Muncie? What were some of the...
Just factories,
It's the factories.
same as Dayton.
Because Tennessee just didn't have nothing.
I didn't like much as those. It was, I don't know, it's too small a place. Me and another guy tried to get a job at one of the biggest places there, and they wouldn't know horse.
Wow.
I don't know. They'd horse in front of me and behind me. They never would hire me.
Yeah, you never know.
You wasn't meant to be.
No, I'm glad they didn't hire me.
But then when you went to Dayton and you started working, how did you find out about ours and them? Who told you?
Oh, I ran some. Let's see.
Somebody told you.
Her brother come walking up the street there one
Whose
day.
brother?
Ours.
Oh.
The woman I used to room. I roomed with her family. I didn't room with her. I mean, I call it that. But she was married. I knowed all of them, and I asked him, I said, "What take you down up here?" He said, "Started opening gardens." I said, "She live up here?" He said, "Yeah, let's go there." So I just went over with him, met them, and she wanted me to come over and stay.
Wow.
So then a bunch of them, like Bill Show
Yeah, I
and Ed
stayed.
Dell.
How'd you run into Bill and Ed up there?
Yeah, Bill come around. I don't remember how
They
we
must
got
have known.
together.
They just kind of got word of mouth that different ones was there.
Now, did Ed work at McCall's?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Did you and him hard in the same day, didn't
yeah.
Wow. But you knew him before that,
Yeah.
though,
I
right?
didn't know me with it.
You're in the...
But you didn't go there together to get a job.
No.
Wow.
And I stayed over there with Archie. I must have stayed there 5 or 6 years, I guess. I don't know how long. But she charged me $4 a day, a week for board.
$4 a week?
Yeah.
That's not bad.
No. That was just sleeping rooms all that.
Okay. She didn't cook for you or laundry or that.
She feed us sometimes. But I'd have to keep up with it when I paid her. I'd go down to pay her. After a while, I hadn't paid her in a long time. I'd give her this. I'd say, "That's what I..." She said, "That what you owe me?" I said, "Yeah."
She distrusted you, huh?
Yeah.
That's why we're so close to them now, ours and Greenville.
And she lives in
Their kids.
Jamestown now, right?
Yeah.
But now, when you lived up there, how many other guys were renting a room from?
Oh, there was about the time there was 8 of us.
Wow.
7 or 8 of us there at the time.
In one house?
Yeah. If it'd been now,
Who all was there then?
if it'd been now, they'd think we'd
Bill
all
Show,
cleared.
and then Bill Show married then. And then
If it
friends
was-
of ours live out in Grimsley.
They didn't think nothing
Homer
about that
Chesley
then, you know.
Homer lived there.
That was
before
just
he got
common
married.
sense.
Right.
People lived
Ed
together.
Dell.
Oh, Ed lived there too, same time as Dad and Bill?
Yeah. And then they all moved off, and this left me there, and Will Show,
Oh,
and
really?
his wife. He got married, and
And
they
she
had
lived-
2 rooms, and I had
And
1
Ann?
room.
Your aunt?
And sometimes one of the state, her sister would stay there part of the time.
Oh,
I lasted longer than any of them.
Huh.
Staying with her.
And then Ann and Bill and Ann had the older Doug when they was living there.
Really?
Really?
Oh, he was still living there at that house where Dad was?
Mhm.
She come to Tennessee to have the child, but they lived there when he was a baby.
Doug would come in there sometime, get me out of bed, wake me up.
Oh, my goodness.
Because the doors never would lock. We never locked no doors.
Huh. Must have been a big house.
It was.
She always had the biggest,
8 rooms, 4 up
like a
and
boarding
4 down.
house.
So from there, where'd you go?
Oh, I don't remember. I moved
Well,
around
then
so much.
Ed bought a house, and some
Yeah,
of them moved with
maybe
him, but I don't believe you ever lived with
I
him.
didn't even, I wouldn't move with it.
You did.
Why?
You never
I had,
did move.
well, I had somewhere else to go or something, you know.
You were still living in Arzy's, I think. I mean, I just have heard all of them talk about it to know.
And then we was down on the boulevard, down there, towards town, and all that wasn't nothing but big apartment houses. And every night there's a big end-up shindig going on. Everybody get off second shift, and they all sit out there and drink beer and up and down the valley. It's just like a circus of a thing.
We're like on Dirt Street or something in Dayton?
Yeah,
And
it's off
Roberts
at Third Street.
Boulevard.
What boulevard?
Roberts
Oh,
Boulevard.
yeah.
And it's all apartments there, just big apartment houses, and there's people from everywhere.
Down close to the river? Is that close to the
Yeah,
river?
right on that river,
Right
yeah.
on the river.
And Bill and Ann used to live down there. Well, some of them did close to Roosevelt High School on 3rd
Yeah.
Street. That was all kind of hang out at that time. I know she
So
said,
how soon after that did you meet Mom?
Oh, well, I don't know. Let's see. It was 58 when we got married. I remember that when we got married.
What took you to Michigan?
we met.
So we're talking years later when he met you.
Oh, yeah, I was up there. When me and Dad, I went to Detroit with me and Ed sometimes.
Yeah, that's where we
And
met.
she was about that high, I guess, when I first saw her.
I was just young when he would come up there with Ed, because Mom and Ed were brother and sister, and Ed would come up there to visit Mom and our family. He would bring Red with him, and that's how we met. You know,
So where'd you live in between time of the boarding house and then meeting Mom?
I just rented a room somewhere.
So that was quite a few years you lived by yourself then.
Yeah.
What, like 12 years or better?
Yeah, I guess it was. Well, probably
45, 58, 12, 58.
how old were you when you come out in
42 to
service?
58.
No, not 42.
23.
You was 23, and you. What year was that?
Oh, 45.
45.
And we got married when you were 36, so 11.
So for 11, 12 years you just lived by yourself? And
Well, yeah, a bunch of
And
people.
room
I
out,
mean,
whatever,
generally a bunch of people you work with or somebody you know.
And
you,
then
you run into different people all the time.
you remember Vernon Coots? He lived with that bunch at one time. He used to come to our house when you guys were little. We lived
name
on
sure
North
sounds
Avenue.
familiar. Yeah.
Well, he and Dad then bought a trailer together.
And how long you lived in that trailer then?
I can't.
5 years?
Times I can't get that straight, Bob.
Probably not that long.
It just maybe 2 or 3 years. May have been. It wasn't that long.
I thought you ended up living in that trailer.
Well, I did. I was going to get to that. Yeah, they was living in this trailer, and Vernon said when he found out we was going to get married. Well, then I came to Dayton in the first part of September of 1958
For what reason?
to look for a job.
And you were how old?
18. And my grandpa Delk was living there then. He was living in a boarding house downtown Dayton, and my girlfriend came with me, Janet Harwood. Me and her moved into a little apartment in the same building that my grandpa Delk lived in.
He lived by himself in this apartment?
He and Grandma had been divorced since like 45 years ago. And then Janet left.
Went back to Michigan.
Yeah, her boyfriend, they had broke up. And so she come down here with me, or come to Dayton with me. And he come down, and they got back together. So they were going to get married. So she was leaving. She left in November. So, but before she left, she went with my Uncle Eugene. You remember him? Now he's been dead several years, but you remember him. And they would try to get me to go out with them to the show, and I just refused to go. I said, no, I'm not going. You two go by yourself. They just was on me all the time. Every time they'd go out. I mean, they didn't want to go and leave me by myself. And I said, I'm okay. Grandpa's here in the same building. I'm fine. Finally, Eugene got the bright idea. You remember Red Delk, don't you? Or Red Beaty, don't you? And I said, yeah. Well, would you go out with him and we'll be a foursome? Just to go to the movie, that's all.
No, it was going to be you and who else was it?
My girlfriend Janet.
Okay.
This before her boyfriend come down here. and Eugene and her were started dating. Eugene come by to visit, and him and her started dating.
Was Eugene always a character even back then?
Yes, yes.
Was he?
So he I mean, they
Did you live with him? Did you live
No.
with Eugene?
No.
Eugene
never
probably out heads.
I don't know
Living
where
with
he is.
heads in, I'd say. So finally, just to get them off my back, I finally said, okay, I will go with you to a drive-in movie with him. Just,
This was a blind date then?
yes. Well,
No,
I mean,
not
I knew
blind
him.
date.
Oh, that's
No,
true.
but-
Well,
Well,
yes, you're right.
I hadn't seen him since I was probably 10 years. You know, I hadn't seen him for years and years. So I finally said, okay, I will go just to get you off my back. So we went to a drive-in movie. I think we went together every night or every day when he got after that. Finally, he started asking me to get married, and I said no. We hadn't been going together long enough. Every time we'd be together, let's get married. Finally, I went and saw Ralph and Rita lived. Suburb of
Ralph
Dayton.
is grandma's brother.
And he was in the Army.
One that was down in
He was in the
southern
Air
Arizona.
Force. Air Force. And I went with them one weekend. They had come to Ed's for a visit, and I went back home with them for a weekend, or a week or something. And I told Reed, I said, that Red just won't leave me alone. He just keeps begging me to marry him, and I don't want to get married now. But every time we was together, he same thing. Let's get married.
And you were 18 and you were what?
36.
36. And it just broke me down. I finally agreed to get married.
So you said you went out with him for that weekend. What was the deal with that?
That weekend.
Yeah, you said they came to visit Ralph and Rita,
No,
and you went out for.
no, I went with
Oh, you went with
them,
them back
home
out
with
to Detroit.
them.
But after your first date with Dad, you seen him every day after that.
Right.
Just about it.
Where was
just
Ralph
about
and
it.
Rita? They lived in Michigan? So you just went
No,
back-
they lived in, it's outside of Dayton,
Oh,
Wilmington,
oh,
Ohio.
okay.
Wilmington. And I just went with them for a few days and then come back, and
And it lasted,
like I said, we just,
and it lasted for 46 years.
So when did you guys start like dating? That first time you went to the drive-in, when was that?
September. 58.
October.
Okay. And then you got married
No.
that same December, the same year of 50.
So you got married like 3 months later.
Yeah, right. But from the time I come to Dayton till we got, is about 3 months. And I've never regretted it. One time.
Where was your dad? Because your parents were divorced.
My dad was in Detroit,
Oh, they both were in Detroit. And
Right.
how old were you when they divorced?
12.
And who did you guys live with? Well, you lived with your mom. Who did you?
We
That's
lived
what it
in the
was.
house that both of them owned. Dad was there part of the time, Mom was there part of the time, nobody was there. I basically,
Wait a minute, where was he at when he wasn't there?
Working or with somebody else?
was
It
something
was
else.
somebody else.
So, but even after they divorced, they still maintained the same house?
Probably because of money,
Well,
I would
but
imagine.
they'd basically swap off. One would be there, and then the other one would be out
Or
with their
supposed
girlfriend or
to be out
boyfriend, and then the other one would. And so
And
they'd switch it
so
off.
basically, and then Daddy got Juanita a job staying with his family.
Well, why wasn't
Babysitting.
Juanita taking care of the family since she was the oldest?
I don't, for one thing, her and Mom never got along. Well, they fought like, I mean, you were hair pulling and everything. I mean,
Hair pulling?
It was bad. And so Daddy got Juanita to sit them. So I basically took care of Mary, Betty, and Barb,
Did Juanita go live with this family?
Yes,
Oh, she
she
lived
lived
with
with
them.
them. and took care of the house and the kids.
So then at that time, you were like the oldest one. You
Right.
became.
But not by a lot, though.
No, I mean, I wasn't much older than them, but I
How
took
much
care
older
of
are you
them.
than Mary and Betty? 3 years?
I'm gonna be 65 and they're gonna be 62, about 3 years.
But when you're that age, 3 years is quite a bit.
Yeah, and,
Yeah, you're
and
7
I
years
just,
old,
I had to
start
grow
dating.
up.
Yeah.
I was
Yes,
very mature for my age. I just had to grow up because, you know,
So when you left at 18,
I felt responsible for taking
who-
care of them.
who took care of Mary and Betty and Barb?
That's when they kind of went to pot.
Really? So your mom probably didn't want you to move to Dayton and get married then, did she?
Oh, no, it's fine with her.
Oh, she didn't care?
She had her own thing going. She didn't really.
Okay.
Well, she was probably going out with,
Ones.
she went out with him alone.
But then there was other ones in between.
Yeah, it seems like everything works out for the best sometimes, though.
And what about your dad? Did he know?
Of course, they knew Red, so that was no problem. Even with our age difference, that was no problem because they knew him.
Yeah. And then how long from the time he divorced your mother did he marry Josie? Was there a lot of time in between?
Me and Dad was married before they ever got married. They lived together for a few years before they ever got
So
married.
it was 10 years anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, that went on back then, this same as it does now. People living together, not married. Now they say about 50% of it is.
It sounds like there's just as much divorce back then as there is now.
There was a lot.
No, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, it's not.
You always hear that divorce rates are so bad now. It used to not be that way, but according to you guys, it sounds like it's about the same.
Because both your parents are divorced, which is pretty. I would think back then it wasn't that common. But
No.
Well, I'll tell you what. I think it's more like the era after World War II.
Yeah.
Where divorces went way down.
Yeah.
Before that, it was more like it is today.
Well, after World War II, it went down too, like, because all the women went in the factory and went to work. And they found that's when the women got out of the house. They went in the factory because they had to. That's what won the World War II. That's what won the war. They won't tell it. They're getting that supplies to us. And that getting the supplies up there
was mostly the women.
Win the war. They made our plane. They had them roll off the line maybe 3 or 4 days. And now it takes them 6 months to make one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Just stuff like that.
Did they really? They could make an airplane that fast though?
Oh yeah, they had to.
It's like an assembly line.
Because when the Japs to us, we didn't even have nothing. They talk about now going to war, but they've got everything in the world. In World War II, we didn't have enough of guns to go around.
How long were you actually in the war?
I was in the Army 3 years.
But were you in active
I was in pretty well combat for a long time.
I remember.
I wasn't back in. I got in a bad outfit on that.
Did you really?
But I was lucky. Yeah.
You thought it was bad at the time, but
Well, I didn't get. I didn't have no.
But
I didn't have no rest.
it worked.
That being standing guard and all that stuff, I didn't get much of that.
Okay.
All that garrison stuff. So
You was out there in the field most
I
of
was
the time.
on the line, yeah.
That was definitely the worst place to be, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah, it wasn't the best place, I'm sure. But I started in Australia and ended up in Tokyo.
Oh, really? I didn't know you was in Tokyo. Huh.
Yeah, I was going to make the beachhead on that. That atomic bomb saved my life, I believe.
Because you was in Tokyo. Well, you could see him sign the papers in the boat across the bay from where you was at.
I saw him. Yeah, I was there. September the 2nd.
When he signed the peace.
MacArthur and the Japanese on that battleship Missouri.
Right, and you was across the bay in the other ship.
I was waiting for him to sign it.
You could see them, the ship when they was flying.
Yeah, close to it.
Wow.
Yeah. We were just on the Missouri a few months ago.
Oh, you were?
Saw the spot where they signed treaty. That's the
It's
memorial.
in Pearl Harbor.
So you were in well, no, that was a different.
And that's something else that most people don't know. MacArthur wrote the commandments for Japanese to follow. And he wrote them, and they followed his orders. And look what they
Like
done.
the
They come
living
out.
bylaws.
So MacArthur was your, I don't know,
He's spring
your
commander.
superior?
He's the spring commander.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he wrote the bylaws for the Japanese to live by. And they listened.
Yeah, the rules.
They took his orders and beat us at our own game.
Wow. Did you ever by chance ever meet him or see him?
Yeah, I spoke to him
I don't know.
sometime. When he made that movie, when he walked the shore there, you see it on the news,
Yes.
said MacArthur had returned, I was left there on the shore.
Really?
I could see that, yeah.
Wow.
We hadn't been shore too long, but we had a lot of guys up in the woods. It wasn't much danger of him getting hit.
So
I
you
don't
saw
think.
history being made.
Yeah.
Well, you know,
I don't know how many I was on, I don't know.
That was in
I went-
Tokyo, right?
I
Is that
went
what you're
from
saying?
I went from Australia to New Guinea, from New Guinea to Petaloo Island, to Admiralty Island, and I was on 3 different islands in the Philippines. From the Philippines, I went to Japan. So, got to stay 25 days in Japan.
And then you got out.
Yeah.
From
Now,
there.
those 25 days, so that was considered peacetime though, right? That was after the war? That was still during.
Well, the peace had been signed, yeah.
It had been.
But we was checking all we done is run checks around through that. We went to one place, upstairs it was, seeing if they quit all their work, you know. They wasn't supposed to be done no work, making war material. I don't know, what, maybe 8 or 10, I don't know how many's in the truck, weapons care everything. And we wanted to go in that place and see if they'd shut it down. Somebody upstairs hollered in good English. Said, what do you want? You want in there? I said, what do you want in there? Told him we wanted to check it. He come back down to the job. He could talk English a good week or better. And he come out, he went talking to us, you know. He said, yeah, we'll open the gate and you can look at us. Ain't nothing, but he went telling us he wanted to know where we was from, you know. He said, I know more about the United States than you guys do. And he said he went to school. He said, I went to school in the United States all the time. So them Japs, they come over here and got their education and went back over there.
Well, it was just like in Germany, even after peace was signed, there was still a lot of outbreaks. There was still a lot of fighting going on.
Yeah,
A lot of outbreaks.
yeah, mopping up.
Yeah.
Even on them islands. They found some of them Japs back in them cities and things, a couple of years, and they didn't even know the war was over. Some of them, they just get away from it, you
So,
know.
I mean, it's not like the minute the thing was signed, everything stopped.
All the bull stopped flying.
No, it just, I mean, it takes a while.
Oh, no.
What was Australia like?
That was a good country.
It was?
Yeah. Then, I don't know what it is now.
What was your
that
main-
was under English,
Colony.
that was under English, Australia was, and they talked English, you could understand them.
And what was your main duty? Did you have one main duty or what
What was
was
my
your
main
job?
duty?
Yeah.
Try to stay alive, the main thing.
Well, didn't you run artillery?
No, mortars,
Mortars, that's right.
81 millimeter mortars, 81, they're about that big, right?
And you carry them with you on your back or something.
Yeah,
don't you?
somebody else did, I didn't have to carry them.
Right.
So you was a gunner? Basically,
No, I directed the fire.
okay.
Oh.
I tell them
So you was
whether
a
it's
spotter
hitting,
or?
tell them whether it's hitting or what corrections to make on the gun.
So you was a spotter and you had to go up
Yeah,
forward basically?
That's what I do up in front all the time.
Purple.
And,
Didn't you get a Purple Heart?
yeah,
What was that?
shrapnel, from shrapnel.
Where were you at that time?
Oh, somewhere in the Philippines. No, that's all I know. I don't know what
Were
name
you
of town.
hospitalized?
No, I just got a shrapnel wound. I was with artillery a lot too, and they used them artillery. I stayed along pretty close to them sometimes.
So you were never hospitalized during your service?
Malaria.
Oh,
But
malaria, really?
I wasn't hospitalized where I was at.
What, how they treated
I
you
got
for that?
pulled back for 2 days, and they rested, and we got some pills. I didn't take ibuprofen. The Germans, we couldn't have won in Japan if it hadn't been for the Germans of that malaria. Mosquitoes over there was bad, and it rained. When they have their monsoon in them islands, it just rains every day. If it ain't raining on you, you can see it up across the hill, it's raining over there. All that mosquitoes eat you up. And if you take the ibuprofen, there's a pill, a little yellow pill about that big, and that would keep the ibuprofen down, keep the malaria down. And I didn't take my medicine, but I got pulled back 2 days. They doped me up again, I was ready to go again. Yeah, it was bad, but
Well, how did they treat you for the shrapnel?
they just got what they did. It didn't hurt that bad. It just a little small cut on it. And I didn't know he got it. So when I started to come home, it was on my discharge. So I didn't even know anything about it.
Really?
So you didn't know that they,
I didn't know they put in for it.
So when you got out, you were a sergeant?
Yeah,
staff sergeant?
yeah.
And where did you go? To Dayton?
Yeah.
No, he went
Well,
to Tennessee
he
for
went
a
for a
month, and
month.
then he went to Dayton.
No. Yeah, I see. I tell you, you learn a lot from being a bunch of people. Oh, I tell you, people can learn you a lot of money, a lot of stuff. When you didn't know nothing when you went in, you know, you got it all to learn. So, but Communication and being with a bunch of people is something good. And I still say that would be the best thing for high school kids every day. If they go in Army first year and for 1 year in Army, that would help them better than anything, I believe.
Yeah, you get to be around people from all over the country.
Yeah.
Not just your own
Then
backyard.
they'd have a good standing Army and they wouldn't have to pay them. And if they need them, you don't forget what they learned in there. They'll remember it. And they learn to take orders. And that's the best thing for a kid. Anybody. Even I don't care if it's 40-year-old, it'd be good if they take them in and learn to carry their order. Yeah.
A while ago, we was talking about the Vernon Coots. I was telling you that him and Dad owned that trailer together. Well, when we told Vernon that we was getting married, he said, well, one of us is going to have to move. He said, how are we going to decide who's going to move? And he said, I know, we'll just flip a coin. So he said, whoever gets heads or tails one, they keep the trailer. Whoever gets the other, they'll move out to an apartment.
And you owned the trailer, didn't you?
So he
We're buying it. Yeah.
You flipped a coin to keep the trailer?
Yeah.
that was Vernon's idea. And,
Oh my goodness.
and we stayed there from, well, we got married in December.
That's where you was born. We was in the trailer when you was born.
Was that off of Gettysburg or not?
Yeah, yeah. Gettysburg and Western Avenue.
You was about 2 weeks old when we moved out of the trailer.
And then we went, well, Dad found out about Brookville. Some of the guys he worked with told him about Brookville. And so they was building this new housing development out,
Which is
where we live now.
It's a plaque. Back behind
Plaque.
the elementary.
Yeah, what's
Terrace
it called?
Park.
Terrace Park, yeah. It wasn't called that then, but, so we went out there and looked at the property and picked out a lot.
Okay.
There wasn't any houses built then. Just picked out a lot and put in for them to build us a house. And we was supposed to move, we was supposed to be in the house by the time Bob was born. But they delayed our signing the papers, so we didn't get in till he was born September 22nd. I think we moved into the, well, we didn't get to move in until later because a couple weeks after he was born, we moved in October. October 3rd, I think, is when we moved in there.
So that was your first home on Doyle Avenue.
Right. We lived in that trailer until.
Okay.
And you paid what, $12,000 for that house we knew?
Well, 1,800.
Wow. And then how long did you live on Doyle? Did we live on Doyle? Because I was born on Doyle, right?
67.
Yeah, all of you were.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
not Bob. Bob was born in the trailer.
Well, that's true.
We moved
So
back,
Carl and
we moved in by 67.
So how long did we live in the
And
trailer? I mean, on
we
Doyle?
must have moved in there in 59.
Well,
9 years.
59.
Yeah, I guess so.
we moved in there in 59. Yeah, Bob was born in 59.
And then you guys sold it to the Mullers.
No, no, you rented
We
it from
rented
home.
to several different families.
Oh.
While we was,
Yeah, but we did sell to them.
He just
Right.
died in April.
We did.
Who did?
Janelle's dad.
So you know,
He never-
you know those
he never
kids.
He
was
never
there.
did. I'm
No,
just saying.
no, it was a mother and the kids lived there.
Yeah,
but you
but
know
I
them,
didn't-
Dale.
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah, we
he
know.
just,
Barry
he just
and-
died in April.
Gary.
Fairly.
And they
Mark,
They had a-
Gary,
Gary.
they had a program in that your mother got we could buy a house.
Right.
They told her
And
it was
then-
$235.
What was your
And she didn't have no
girlfriend?
money down or
Janelle.
anything.
Just had
The
lunch
government
with her
took care of
4
it.
days.
Yeah.
Really?
Days ago,
So did you use a GI Bill or the GI loan to get that house? I mean,
I think FHA, yeah.
FHA.
And that's something else that they won't tell you. If you bought a house in FHA and paid it off, you've got an escrow and the government's got to hold them back for you. And if you don't put in that escrow, they keep it. They never give you that
that's
money.
like mortgage insurance.
Yeah, but you have to, they hold so much out to pay for the insurance and the taxes.
But you gotta come out
And
and
that's all
Right.
in the payment back then. They took care of your taxes and the insurance. So,
Oh, really?
yeah, that made it so nice, you know, if they won't do that now.
Then we moved to Arlington Road. You were, I think, 18 months. Well, you were a year old in December, and we moved there in March to Arlington Road. We lived there March 1967 to October 1970.
So I lived there 3 years?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then 1970, October's when we moved to Access.
We moved out that Arlington. We started living in Arlington when they walked on the moon the first time.
Yeah, I remember
That's where we was living.
That was in
yeah.
1969. I remember.
Well, you were just a little over a year old when we moved there.
I remember riding the pigs out in the yard.
Well,
We used to jump on their back and hold their ears and
I
ride
remember
them.
the horse,
Yeah, that was
Dusty.
we got a pony. You remember when I got that pony and you rode that pony?
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, we had that little house out in the back. We used to go climb out the back window to get on the back.
Yeah. There's a guy let me have a pony, but just take it and take care of it.
Huh.
Wouldn't pay him nothing. We kept it, I don't know, a little while. I know Bob rode it. I don't know whether Dale did or not. You did?
Yeah, I remember Dusty, I guess.
And finally I told him to come get it. We had to go.
Well, they wasn't old enough to take
No,
care
I
of
mean,
it.
they couldn't take care of it, and I couldn't take care of it either.
But we had chickens there, and pigs, and I know you guys saw pigs being born.
And slaughtered.
Well, I remember that one time that we hired that guy to come out and kill that one pig. He run a little pistol.
And he ran all over the
And that
place.
pig was running all over the back. We weren't supposed to see it, but we all went to the windows to look.
Yeah.
We seen that pig just running all over the yard. That guy was supposed to be professional. He couldn't even hit the thing, could he?
Fast pig.
You get a hog
remember
mad and
that
you
very
can't ought to kill him either. That makes a lot of difference in the meat.
Yeah.
Yeah. You get him mad before you kill him. You should get him at first shot, you see.
That guy didn't. He was running all over the yard, wasn't he?
And you got to stick them, bleed them, let them bleed, or that meat will be a lot different too. There's a lot of ways you prepare meat, and people don't understand that. And the sun, moon has got stuff to do with it.
That's really.
About the meat, yeah.
Oh, really? Huh.
I remember when that rooster come out and attacked Lori that one time, and Dad went out and killed him.
That's a
Yeah.
mean rooster. I remember that thing. I wasn't very
I was afraid of that. It didn't never bother the boys or Rick, but me and Lori.
didn't like
Well, he used to wait behind the door, and they'd wait for you to come in and then attack you from behind.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I was afraid of it
screaming.
too.
I mean, it was just a mean rooster. It was just,
It was.
just looking for something. It was mean.
Yeah. There's some funny things in life, I tell you, go through it. Start thinking back.
Now, when did Bonnie and her husband, I forget his first name.
Creed.
When did they move in across the street? Because they moved across the street from us.
Well, that must have been about the time we was there.
Must have been about
It was
68.
when we was there,
Yeah.
yeah.
They were already there when we
No,
moved there?
no.
they
They
came
moved there.
afterwards, just afterwards?
And they stayed there after we moved to Access.
Yeah. He's living there when he got killed.
I was going to say.
Wasn't he?
Well, yeah.
They was living there when
he
he
hadn't
got-
been there long before he got killed. What, 6
Right.
months?
I guess it was.
And Bonnie then, sometime after he got killed, I don't remember how many months or whatever, she moved back to Jamestown.
Now, when their house...
Upstairs, I think.
So then, about the time they moved back into the house, when Creed got killed.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they were out. I mean, they lived with us several weeks,
Oh, they
maybe
did.
months.
I thought it was months. Wasn't it?
It'll say-
We turned the basement into where they stayed down in the basement.
Yeah,
Didn't they?
They lived with us a while.
Didn't you kind of turn the basement into like a little apartment for them a little bit?
Yeah, I think so. I remember all of that.
I remember that.
Yeah, some of that stuff you probably remember better than I will.
He turned the basement into a little apartment for me. Had a
Well-
little living room set up there.
We did that, but I think Creed and Bonnie slept in Lori's room.
Oh, he did?
And the boy and Mark upstairs
How
with
many
a few
bedrooms
boys.
is in that home? I don't remember.
Well, there was 2 bedrooms downstairs and then the dorm
Oh, okay.
thing upstairs.
Bunkhouse upstairs.
And yeah, it was. Oh really?
I know Roger and Liz Ansley was their name. I went to church with them. So then after Creed died, Bonnie moved back to Tennessee with Mark and Elaine.
Right.
And with Larry?
No, Larry had already got married.
Oh, he
Larry got married while we lived on Arlington
Oh,
Road.
he did.
That's why Larry stayed there. He worked in Dayton as a firefighter. Mark and Elaine ended
Well,
up
but-
basically finished growing up down in Jamestown.
Right, but school.
In Jamestown?
Right. Now Mark and Elaine used to catch the bus with you guys.
Yeah. Well, that's when I learned to ride a bike. It was over at Mark's driveway.
I remember vaguely being over there. Vaguely.
That was big fun. We had Mark next door, so we had 4 boys.
Oh, yeah, it was a lot of fun.
All about the same
We
age.
played baseball and rode bikes.
You are all about the same age.
That was really fast. That was-
Elaine was a
You
little
got to
old.
remember that better than I do.
Elaine was
Yeah.
so spoiled. Oh, her dad just spoiled her something right.
Really?
Well, but look what it cost her.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, there's always a price for that stuff. You pay for it sometime.
Yeah.
It's pitiful. Okay, there's mine. And I've got the flash on.
Alex,
Yeah.
are you having fun?
Yeah.
Okay. How old are you today? Well, no, it's not your birthday, but how old are you? 12, okay. How tall are you? You're tall.
Whoever's camera that's at your camera.
Go get in line, boys. Come on, Travis. Why don't we just get like quadruple?
You got your camera then too, Laura?
Yeah, let's just get
Hey, Travis.
No.
I may feel it tall.
Haley, stand here. Mason, stand here. Somebody jumped off from up here, did they? Yeah, so really? David did when that's what I know.
Travis, get back in line so I can line it up.
Always line. Come here, Travis. Get right beside Alex. Always line. Alex, you come over here. There you go.
Hey, Doug, you ready?
How to do it now, let me see. Oh, yeah. All right.
Next. Okay, we could introduce.
What's today?
Okay.
What's today's
1,
date?
2, 3. Everybody smile right now.
Cheese.
Okay, cheese.
What's today? August what?
Today is August 12th.
This is our last
2004.
full day. 2004.
Everybody wave.
Okay.
Bob. Hey, Bob. Hello.
Hey.
Who's gonna jump, Dan?
Oh, David, you didn't tell me you were going up there.
What a splat!
You didn't tell me you were going up there.
Okay, Dan.
We have our camera.
One only chance.
It's up to you. It's up to you. If you want to do it.
Dave will be down there waiting for you.
Hey, Barb, you
Alex, if you want to go, if not.
Barb's gonna do it.
Hold
Okay,
on.
Barb. Kathy.
Okay,
Or-
here you go. Ready? Got your cameras ready?
Yep.
What are you doing? Oh.
Come on, David. I didn't know you was going to jump off up there. I didn't get you.
Gotta do it again. He's looking, he can. He's not going.
Travis.
You have to tell us.
It's okay. Here I come, Grandma.
Are you going again? Well, let's
David, stay on the edge like they did. Just
Yeah,
stand on the
because if
white
you slip on that
edge.
bar.
Just stand on the edge.
And actually, if you go up here, there's no rail.
Because David, if you slip and you hit your head, well, you're dead.
Now that is big.
Yeah. It almost got them wet up there.
It did last time.
You guys ready for
Yeah.
jump off?
Ready.
I'm doing it.
No, I'm jumping off.
Hey, Dan.
Stay win, Dan.
I wouldn't. Oh, he had his arms out.
Come on. No, wait till Mason gets out of the way.
Alex, he's out. Go ahead.
Travis wanted to give us something he's gonna do it again. He likes it.
Go! Come on! Come on! Now!
All right.
Well, I got him at the very top because he stuttered.
Is that fun?
You have to anticipate with this because it takes about 2 seconds.
Travis wants to do it. He's not allowed, I don't think.
Hey,
Not this time.
Rachel, tell David and Danny.
We didn't get your picture of you, Alex.
Are you okay with Travis going?
Rachel, where's David and Danny? David.
It's one of the older boys who's in the
Go
water
get your
waiting
swimsuit
for
on.
him. He's Mr. Daredevil.
David.
That's fine.
I can't even get in this water right now.
David and Danny, go down
Okay.
where Mason is. I feel like I'm talking
You
to
know
the
what?
trees.
While y'all are making these kids do it, what are you gonna do?
Take pictures.
It's
Yeah.
that you guys get up here and trade places.
We served our time as
David, you're
kids.
cold. Hurry up.
We served our time.
You're cold?
They are. Jeez.
Well, no, Travis ain't going with you guys.
David,
One more
get
time.
over there.
Count.
Come on.
Count 1, 2, 3.
It's too shallow over there.
Shower.
Well, it's shorter right now.
Go.
I'm not gonna go on this one though.
Come on, Alex.
Just do
Come
it,
on, Alex.
Come on,
yes,
Alex.
Do it, do it. We want a picture of you.
Alex, we want a picture of all of you.
Ready? On your mark. Get set. Go!
I got them all in here.
You got my truck. Thank you, Travis.
So do I.
He's so
So do
happy.
I. We got to replace it.
Good job, Alex.
Let's go. Keep it.
Travis got a shirt on.
Take off your shirt.
That hurt my feet, Dad. Yeah, dude.
Okay, stay there. And you too, Alex. You got, stay there.
Wait,
Wait.
Wait, just a minute.
Okay, Travi, whenever you're ready.
Oh, that looked good. That didn't hurt a bit. Let's do it again.
Okay, Travi, you can do it again. I think I cut his head off because he jumped up out of the scene.
Hey, go ahead, Grandma. Do it.
You can do it. Go ahead.
Well, I want to do it with everybody.
I'm not.
Do it. You can do it with them boys.
You can do it with the boys.
I don't have my bathing suit on. It has to be fair play.
We're going that way, aren't we? Drifting that way.
Go ahead, Travi. Ooh, I actually got a really good one. Just by chance. It was a digital zoom, so you know you always
Okay,
take
come
your
on,
chance
Dan. Can we back up? Because we're putting.
That sounded pink.
Okay, Alex, whenever you're ready.
Well, when Danny moves.
Yeah, you can wait till Danny moves, I guess.
Now go forward. Yeah.
Yeah. Hard to catch him in motion.
Then let me do it.
No, I got some good ones.
Okay, there's David. Now who's Steven?
Hold on.
No.
Okay, whenever you're ready.
Yeah.
Yep.
Can you let me do it?
Yes. Do it. I got them all except Steven. I was doing really good. You got to anticipate. So, especially
Yeah.
with digital zoom.
Yes.
Now who do we
I got him going.
Just Haley and Rachel, but they're not.
You want me to get closer?
Okay.
Get it?
No. It's Camel City.
Oh,
That's
okay.
Kitty.
And I got the lead?
He got the lead. He took that with some kind of 10 or 9 or something.
You guys got to take them one shot for
Yes, now you're ready.
There's Mason asleep.
They moved that way. There's a second. We'll get a picture of them. Mason asleep.
We got Bob.
Let's do it out in the house. David, get to your We're not really getting much food ring yet.
Here's Dave. Take me, Dave, while we're doing this. There's me taking Dave,
Hey,
and Dave
Bob.
taking me.
Hello? What's going on?
Oh,
Alright, this is the first time it rained. Alright, that's.
No, I need a shower.
We're leaving now.
My camera's in the boat. Your mom grabbed the camera, or there was a camera, and she just put it on the table. There was nothing on the boat. I mean, on the little. Did I give this Barb?
Shake it, Barb.
Huh?
Getting ready to head home.
David and Danny.
All right, Mason, we're leaving.
Run! He's running.
You don't have to run. You don't have to run. He'll shake up his pop. Don't run. You're gonna shake up your pop. Now run. Now don't.
Stop, turn around, go back.
Anybody want to say anything to the camera?
Interview somebody. Ask them a question.
Interview Grandpa.
Did you have a good time, Haley?
Yeah.
Ask them if you had fun.
Grandpa, did you have fun on this trip?
Oh yeah. Like,
What was the most fun
never
thing you
forget
did?
it.
That's right.
What was the most fun thing you did? Or we did?
I don't know. I guess it was. Caught a big fish about 4 inches long.
Interview Barb and Travis. They both caught their first fish.
All right.
Get Grandma there first.
Grandma, any words to say?
Yes.
Did you have fun?
I had lots of fun.
What was the funnest thing for you?
Just being together with family. That was.
And we need to let Grandma know that you did all the cooking, right?
Yeah.
And you paid for everything.
Yeah, oh, absolutely, absolutely.
You paid it for everything and did all the cooking and all the cleaning.
to the kitchen.
Yes.
How are you, Mom?
I had a wonderful time.
Dad?
Great time.
Good.
I'm
ready to do it again.
Good review so far. How are you, Miriam?
Dirty.
Yes, we are lacking showers in this group.
Where's
Travis and I's first fish, or Barb.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Barb. Hey, Barb.
You know how they were in the bars? They have to be there. Go back.
What do you lose?
Any words to say on your first fish?
My fish was huge. You should have seen it. Barely
How
could
big?
tug it
Show
in.
us.
I mean, this big and about
Wow.
this wide, probably 40 pounds.
It's a lie. Don't believe
No,
her.
it's not. It was unbelievable. My arms
That a
were
big
hurting
fish tail?
for 2 days afterwards.
You want to say anything about your first fish? You don't?
Fun catching a fish for the first time? It was easy. It wasn't fun?
What did it look like? How big was it, Travis?
Show us like this. It's big.
Wow, that's big. Good job, Travi.
So we'll have to go that way.
Okay.
Here, that's good.
Where's our camera, dear?
Chew it. Back, turn it on. Okay, 1, 2, 3. That's great.
All right.
Okay, deal, Miriam.
Wait, get back together.
Wait.
Just a second.
Wait a second, guys.
Alex is too tall to be right there. Alex, go stand by your dad. There, that's good. Okay, 1,
Stand still because
2, 3.
Lori has to take
Okay, stop. Hold on.
Lori, wait.
Put your head back, Travis. Get to your face.
Oh yeah, your hat.
Hands down.
Okay, you go first, Mom.
There you go.
Alex.
Okay, 1,
Red,
2, 3.
red.
1, 3. Yeah, that's good.
1. Good one.
Wait, Grandpa.
Wait.
Just one move.
2, 3.
Stay there.
Okay. Hold on.
Hold still.
Smile.
You got
1, 2, 3.
Goodness.
Not dark.
Alex, move.
Just
Dana,
wait,
watch
move
out.
a minute. Move a minute.
I thought you said.
You are.
He's 6 foot.
Whenever you're ready.
Oh man. I would be afraid to jump. Give me some time to think about it. I'll think about it after 2 weeks. Coming back.
Jump out.
That's too short.
You okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fun?
You hurt your feet?
I hurt my butt. I heard that smack. Go. Oh, maybe you can do the short one. And then you can work the way up to it. You can do that step up.
She's a mountain climber.
Yeah. Put the boat over here, Doug.
Jump really far out.
Really? Well, he could. Well, it's up to you.
I'm not sure.
Really? You don't think you can get out far enough?
He needs to come down behind that tree.
Come down to right here.
No, you can't jump from up there, Danny. Come down to the next ledge.
I seriously wouldn't.
Oh, well. When you jump, go out to the edge. That little point.
Good picture of Haley up there by her head.
Ready?
Haley, look.
Set.
Who's going?
Who's going first?
Who am I taking a picture of?
Are you going, Danny? No, they want you to go
They want you
first.
in the water for Haley. Well, I want you in the water for Haley. See, Mason, all you gotta do is jump out, bud, just like the diving board.
Danny, no, help Haley if she needs it.
Come on, Haley. Just like the diving board. Just like the diving board at the pool.
Oh my. What? I'll go fast.
Mason, take a running step and jump.
Who's doing it first?
I would just jump straight out.
Well,
Haley.
let's have Haley do it first.
Go ahead, Haley.
Ready?
Jump out, Haley.
Set, jump really far out.
3, 2, 1.
Go.
Come on, Haley, jump. Come on, Haley. Run jump if you want. Well, then jump. There's plenty of room. Come on, jump out.
Hey, nothing underneath her. She can almost drop straight down.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is drop down, hon. The water's gonna catch you. Come on.
10, 9,
Just like the pool.
8.
That don't count. We still know this.
Oh.
Come on, babe. There you go. Come on. Sun's out. Let's go.
Danny's down there.
Way far out. Get the edge and jump far out, Mason.
Watch out, Danny. Watch out.
Come on now.
That's jump, man. It's fine. It doesn't hurt at all.
All you're doing is going in the water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold your nose. Go slightly to the left, though, doesn't it?
Jump out. That's the key. Just come on. Come on, you can do it. Let's go.
We'll be glad you did it.
Then you can knee board. Come on.
But you gotta jump out, though.
Jump out to the left, to the right. To your
that's-
right.
To his left.
Yeah, his left.
Come on, buddy.
That's not that much higher than a houseboat.
Pacing if you're up there too.
I know, but
For it.
1, 2, 3.
take a big breath and do it.
Go.
Just like a shot. Boom. Come on.
Come on, man.
Close your eyes and do it. Come on.
Yes, dear, you're right.
Jump, Haley.
Go on.
Nathan, stay up there.
Don't try to hang on to the wall. Just go.
Just jump out
You'll
now.
hurt yourself if you try to hang on the wall. Just jump now.
Go.
Jump straight out. Jump where you...
Ready, set.
Yeah.
He didn't jump very much.
Yay!
He just fell straight down.
Good job. Was it fun?
Little bit.
Now you're 5 years older. You can do a little bit higher. Come on.
Ready?
Yep.
Wait.
Woo.
Stand on the back, Haley.
How was that?
On the back, on the back, on the back, on the back.
I can't even see anything now. Doug?
Go ahead. Here we go. Go.
Ready?
Yep.
We're ready.
In the high dive.
We're ready.
What, 1,
You're in the air for 2 seconds.
Just jump on top of Bob.
The worst part is right.
Just go. Look at the sky and go.
Do it. Haley did it. Bobby did it. Danny did it.
Mason, I'll tell you what, it'd be easier to jump.
Thinking too much. Let's go.
I didn't see that boat. Oh, let go!
Let go. Oh my God.
And Bob's out in the middle of the lake too.
She's strapped to it, Doug.
Okay.
Doug, honey.
Okay.
Go around.
Okay, hold it.
She's okay now, Doug.
Okay,
Who's yelling help?
over there, I guess. They stopped too. This isn't a good idea.
It would have been if you wouldn't have stopped.
Well, that boat was coming right there.
I know.
Can't strap her in. Oh, shut your mouth.
What's that?
He's yelling. Don't worry about him, Dad.
Jeez, we stopped. I
He
mean,
has a major temper problem. You okay, Haley?
Were you even close to him?
What do you say?
I'll give you a wave.
We need to get Haley in before they start coming.
We need to get Bob.
I know.
Hey, come on in, babe.